Now, when the kings were overthrown by colonialism, then we didn't also get rest. Yes, we had bad leaders, political leaders like Idi Amin and so on, but even the church, people were not good because they were fighting wrong wars. Sectarianism. If you read the book of, for instance, Bishop Tucker, it's called in East Africa, 18 years in East Africa, you will see the sort of conflicts they were having with the Catholics. There was another Catholic man, I think it was called Bishop Hath or something like that. Very disturbing our people with their confusion. Conflict between Catholics, Protestants, with Muslims, then between Christians and Muslims. And that confusion went on up to, actually, it was the part of the, because of the collapse of people like Idi Amin coming to power. Now, when we came on the scene as a student movement in the 60s, we didn't accept that polarization. I had been part of the Scripture Union for some time until I disagreed with them on some other issues. But during that time, there were things which were clear, which Jesus preached. I didn't know much about the Muslim. Gaddafi gave me the Quran, I have never read it. So I just get pieces which I get from here. But I know something about the Bible, not as much as my daughter does. My daughter now knows much more than, and Mama. They know much more about the Bible than myself. But the little I know is good enough. It has helped me. Now, when you would see these people hating one another, abecheitu, like in Ankole there, at Chigez even, you'd find people talking of abecheitu, meaning our thing, our group, meaning Catholics versus Protestants and so on. Then I said, but you people, did you read the parable of the Good Samaritan? That message was very clear, the parable of the Good Samaritan. Somebody who was traveling and he fell among thieves and they beat him, they thought he was dead. They left him there. But a Pharisee, a religious man, I think a Pharisee would be like a bishop or what, I don't know what he was, came and passed by him, he didn't help him. Then another gentleman, I think a Levite or something like that, came and passed, didn't help. Now a Pharisee, a Samaritan, was from another tribe, not a Jew, and not of a different religion, is the one who helped him. So Jesus said, so who is the friend of this person? It was clear. And even what Robin Rockhold was reading here, we shall know them by their fruits. Not what they say, but what they do. Therefore, to me, the message of Jesus was very clear, that he could not support religious sectarianism. So therefore, those who were pushing divisions among our people because of religious sectarianism were not acting on behalf of God, they were acting on behalf of Satan. Now, this was our position. We started pushing it. when we were students. And eventually, when we went to the bush, we had an area of control. In the bush, we worked with everybody. We united everybody. The Catholics, you were there the other day. You were at Shijaguzo. I invited you for my birthday there. Shijaguzo is a Catholic parish. But we were very close with them. And then before that, at Chirema, the other day I saw them opening a new school there, Church of Uganda. And Mama Janet built a church there at Kufu. Very close with them. Reverend Wamara, here, Shijagozo, Father Seguya, Father Sesanga, Sister Nakampi, you saw them the other day. Then we had the Bachwanga, Rutamaguzi was a Mchwanga. And the brother of Rutamaguzi, our RDC, he has got a school. What is his name? The brother of Rutamaguzi is one of our leaders there. Those are Bachwanga, they were very close with us. The Basilamu, the Muslims of Kaumu, that Kaumu where I have a state lodge. We had our Basilamu there, Kaubwa, he died recently, Kasaka, Adamusoke, they are all alive, still there. Then the traditional religion. We had no problem with them. I normally hear you denouncing them. Blah, blah, blah. But, we had very good relationship with them. You could see they need some help, and we were helping them. Because Mzee Mpima in Nakaziva, before we traveled, he said, no. Temutandika kanso kendo go boti. So we sit down. Instead of starting the journey at 8, Mzee Mpima goes there in his house with his mayembe. Then at 10, we have already lost some time. He comes and says, Karim Tambule, Mazuku Morogo Mrozo Boti. But you could see these people needed interaction. I would want you to. The traditional religion is very strong. In Uganda here, all those people you see saying they are Catholics, they are Protestants, they are Basilam, they are all from the. But for us, we are guiding them. Because, for instance, they would come, our priests, our traditional priests, they would come and start confusing our soldiers. Nti bwokwata olumuli, esase teri kukwata. That if you hold a reed, the bullet will not catch you. So you see the soldiers, instead of carrying a gun, he's carrying a reed now. They were about, they could easily have turned our movement into a Rakwena type of so it was, Musu Sensaro. So we had to say, no, you people, we cannot accept this. So if you say, when you hold Orumuri, a reed, the bullet cannot catch you, you stand there and we shoot you. So then they leave that. And then one time they made me perform a ceremony myself. They slaughtered a chicken, and I had to jump over it 3 times. And then my priest who was conducting the said, ngakati kubokoza omukolo lubogera n'emundu emu owamba Kampala. Then I said, bagambe bajjajja tebyolutalo babindekere nti kati bakukkiriza. How could they agree so quickly? I would not even ask them. So, but you could see how when you, was it St. Paul who said, when I go to the Romans, I behave like a Roman? Who was that? Was it St. Paul? Yeah, you see how to get something positive out of people. These are people who just need information. We had our man Dodovico Galimpitawa, Amalogo Galimpitawa, Amayembe Galimpitawa. Where would the charms pass me? I have bigger charms. That was his name. So then I saw him, he ran to sing when we withdrew from Semuto area. Say, Dodovico, what do you say? Ata amayembe gawadde eki? Nti owange, nti amayembe tegamanyi mundu. That the witchcraft is not effective against the gun. So you could see, so therefore, you saw us, 1986, all these people came with us, all of them. Because we were not full of ourselves, this one, we were insisting on the science, but galvanizing everybody who had a minimum trust in us. Now, when we got here in the town, this is the ideology we brought you, and you used it to build the LOCs and so on.